before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real-life betrayal stories like this. It started as just another casual night out. My husband and I had attended a work party together, laughing, mingling, and enjoying ourselves. But that evening, I wanted more than just to be a good wife. When one of the more charming men from the event offered to join me at the after party, I didn't hesitate. I told myself, just a few hours, nothing serious. He was fun company, and I thought I could handle it. I never imagined how fast it would spiral. 6 hours passed like a blur. Drinks flowed, laughter echoed, and every glance from him sent a thrill through me, a rush I hadn't realized I craved. I checked my phone occasionally, but every text from my husband asking where I was went ignored. I pushed aside his growing worry, swept up in the excitement of attention, feeling untouchable. Meanwhile, my husband was panicking. He had left the party, combing the city for any sign of me. He called friends, bars, every potential after-party spot, imagining every possible scenario, each one worse than the last. He couldn't understand why I hadn't answered or why I disappeared. I had no clue how much anguish I was causing while I laughed and flirted with someone else. As the night wore on, the man I was with grew bolder, stepping closer, testing boundaries I foolishly allowed. I laughed, played along, ignored every stab of guilt. It felt intoxicating at first, the thrill of being desired. But deep down, a quiet voice warned, "This is crossing a line. Your husband is out there, worried sick." I shoved it aside. By early morning, exhaustion and reality crept in. I realized how far I had gone, how many hours had passed, and that my husband must be frantic. My heart pounded, dread settling over me. What I'd treated as harmless fun had consequences I hadn't imagined. Every ignored call, every unread text had built a storm I couldn't control. When I finally returned home, I expected anger, shouting, maybe tears. What I wasn't prepared for was the silence, the weight in his eyes. As he looked at me, I saw shock, humiliation, disbelief, all at once. His hands clenched at his sides, color drained from his face. For the first time, I understood the magnitude of my actions. He didn't yell. He didn't accuse me immediately. He just stood there, absorbing it, processing every second I'd been gone. The room felt suffocating, thick with tension. I had never seen him like this. So calm, yet so powerful in his silent judgment. My stomach churned as I tried to explain, to offer excuses. But no words felt sufficient. The humiliation on his face mirrored the fear growing inside me. I had always believed I could control my actions, manipulate moments, get away with small transgressions. But now reality hit. My choices had consequences far beyond my control. I had underestimated the depth of his love, his loyalty, and his capacity to be utterly shattered by my betrayal. For 4 hours, neither of us spoke. I kept replaying every laugh, every touch, every hour I had spent away. Guilt gnawed relentlessly, and for the first time, I truly felt the weight of my recklessness. He sat across from me, calm, unyielding, processing his own storm of emotions. I could see his mind working, try and make sense of how the woman he trusted could vanish into the night without a word. Finally he spoke, quiet, measured, terrifying its calm. "Do you understand what you've done?" Not with anger, but with a level of disappointment that cut deeper than anything I imagined. Each word landed like a hammer, driving home that I hadn't just disappointed him. I had shattered his trust completely. I tried to explain, rationalize, claim it was harmless fun. My words fell flat, meaningless against the truth in his eyes. He didn't argue. He didn't yell. He simply stared, letting the silence speak volumes. It was worse than any confrontation I could have imagined. That quiet judgment left me shaking, humiliated, painfully aware of the damage I had caused. The following days were a haze of regret and tension. He avoided me, kept his distance, spoke only when necessary. I realized my 6 hours of reckless fun had permanently altered our relationship. Every unanswered text, every avoided glance, every exhale reminded me of my betrayal. I had created a chasm between us that I wasn't sure could ever be repaired. Friends and family noticed the change, too. Questions were asked, knowing glances exchanged, whispers reached my ears. My careless, thoughtless fun had embarrassed him publicly and privately. I had misjudged the situation completely. Eventually, he sat me down for a long, honest conversation. His calm composure and unwavering gaze were intimidating. "I can't do this anymore," he said. "I need someone who respects me, who values me, who doesn't disappear without a word." The weight of his words sank into me like a stone. I had thought it was a small mistake, a harmless thrill, but it had destroyed everything I thought we had. Looking back, I now understand the full impact. 6 hours of reckless behavior cost me trust, love, and the respect of the man I claimed to love. His silence, his disappointment, his steady resolve left me speechless, humbled, forever changed. I learned that one reckless decision can irreversibly alter a relationship, and that the consequences of betrayal, no matter how fleeting, are impossible to escape.